is a combination of the soybean inoculant as well as the soybean verification program talks. First off, I'm going to introduce Chris Grimes. He's one of our soybean and wheat verification coordinators for the University of Arkansas Cooperative Extension Service. And he's going to give his presentation first.
All right, thanks, Trent. Trent said, we're going to talk about soybean verification. I've kind of changed it a little bit. Just going to kind of talk about all of the verification programs that we have in the state. As you can see there, we're sponsored by the promotion boards and Cotton Incorporated. Each commodity is. Just a little bit of history about it. In the 80s, our yields were declining, prices were low, production costs were high, and the producers, they come to the U of A. We need some field tests, other than small plot research stuff to come out. Let's get it on our farm and let's be more profitable, but still maintain some yields. So that was kind of the birth of the verification program as it is today. Our goal is to verify management according to the U of A recommendations can result in increased profitability. I like to say we take Trent and them's, the researchers' small plot stuff, and we bring it out to the farmers' fields and prove it to them that our recommendations, are tried and true, and they will benefit from them. As I said, verify extension recommendations, economic database. I know in particular the soybean that I work with, we've got 30 plus years just economics on the verification fields. Dr. Bob Stark, the economist at CREC, he does the numbers for us, and he's got this huge economic database based on just soybean verification. Demonstrate that high yields can consistently be achieved economically. The prices are falling down, input prices are rising, we really play an important part of showing these growers that we can do it. We don't have to spend a fortune to get some good yields. Identify specific problems and or opportunities that might arise throughout the growing season. We work close with the specialist. If there's a particular problem that's coming, that we see, we can get in touch with them and try to, get a good hold on it before it gets too bad. Timeliness and management decisions. That's 9 times out of 10 after I get done with the program on a producer's farm, the timeliness always comes back. You see, I thought I was being timely, but really I wasn't. Provide training and assistance to new county agents. We work with them. They go out on a weekly basis with us, and we walk the field and point things out to them. It's just another opportunity for training on them, and also a new growers that maybe is new to a specific crop or hadn't grown it in several years. We use that as an opportunity to kind of catch them up, get them up to speed. Our funding, as you can see, rice, soybean, wheat, and corn. The state checkoff program, have a promotion board that funds that. You can see, the checkoff is the tax that when they sell their crop. And it kind of breaks it on down a little bit farther. I'm not going to go into all of that, but you can see, bottom line is this verification program is funded through, the farmers in the state of Arkansas through their checkoff monies. Just some specifics on each one. We have the cotton program. Our coordinator is Amanda Free. Started in 1980. That was the first one to start it off in the state of Arkansas was the cotton verification, Cotton Incorporated. When you can see 241, that's, may not be an exact, but it's real close. Irrigated cotton fields in, 24 cotton producing counties since then. And you see the rice research, Ron Baker and Ralph Mazzani, rice and soybeans and wheat. We are fortunate that we have one for the northern half of the state and a coordinator for the southern half of the state. Ron has the northern half with myself in rice, and Ralph Mazzani, he takes care of the southern part of the state. It started in '83, Rice Research Promotion Board, 450 rice fields in 35, counties. Moving on, the soybean research verification, that's the one I work in. Like I said, I take care of the northern half of the state, and my counterpart Chad Norton in the south. It also was started in '83. Promotion board funds that, and over 500 soybean fields and 45 producing counties. Also, I run the Arkansas River Valley. I've had a few fields in there, so we stay pretty busy and spread out across the state. The wheat, same. I take care of the wheat along with Chad. They combined those. Started in '86, a little while later. You can see there, promotion board. It's kind of the same. Several fields. Corn and grain sorghum. They combined that one. Has one coordinator, Kevin Lawson. He travels the whole state. That was started in 2000. Before Kevin had it, our soybean agronomist, Jeremy Ross, he was in that role until he became the soybean specialist. But like I said, the Corn and Grain Sorghum Board, they fund the program. Been 127 cornfields, 34 grain sorghum. Really, here's what I want to drive home is you see the light blue bar is the cotton research verification, and the darker blue is the state average yield. We've always been able to be consistently above the state average year in and year out. This is just 4 years here, but we've always been able to be above the state average, and not spend as much money on that crop. The rice, same way. We've always been able to be above the state average with lesser cost, input cost. It's we can get the yields and not spend as much money just by being timely and following the U of A recommendations. Going along with the soybean verification program, same way. We're consistently above that state average yield. Wheat, we got real close this past year, but we managed to stay above it. But in previous years, we've been a pretty good gap between them. Corn got close this year for some different reasons, but we've always been above the state average. Grain sorghum the same way. Some of the impacts. Producers enrolled in the program have gained valuable knowledge of production practices and increased whole farm yields dramatically. We've been able to work on these growers' farms for 2 years, and they've taken some of the things that they've learned through the verification program just on that 40 or 80 acre block, and they've tried to get it implemented across the farm as a whole because they've seen that it works. Inexperienced agents have gained some knowledge and credibility and confidence in making recommendations. We use that, like I mentioned earlier, as a training tool to get those agents up to speed, so that they'll have some credibility and some knowledge when the producers come to them with other questions they may have throughout the growing season. It just it helps them be more confident in making that recommendation. Some producer impacts just over the years. Randy Haynes in Ashley County was enrolled in rice verification. Ralph was able to increase in 50 bushels. Doug Threckle in Greene County was in the corn. He was one of those that really talked about being timely. with everything. I worked with Doug in the soybean verification. He had the same comment. You know, I'm not timely with my applications, whatever it be. You know, herbicide, irrigation. We was able to, you know, show him that is very important. You know, and Heath McGoy, cotton producer. You know, you've probably set in on or heard by now. You know, a lot of this faucet or pipe planters kind of computerized hole punching program. You know, he was really impressed with that. You know, we implemented it through, you know, with the cotton verification, using that. You know, just some county agents that we've worked with, you know, Van Pelt in Conway County, one of those in the River Valley. You know, like you said, you know, give him more confidence, and, you know, with making a recommendation. You know, thorough understanding of corn management practices. I mean, we take it from start to finish. Craig Allen in Poinsett County. You know, being able to be involved in the entire process from soil testing and variety selection through harvest is a, you know, tremendous impact on his abilities as an agent. So, you know, it's a win-win situation for the producer and also those younger agents and even some of the more experienced agents that maybe have not worked in that crop for a while, to get them up to speed and just make them more confident. In summary, you know, it's been a successful educational program for over 30 years. We have a lot of people that you know, contact us wanting to be enrolled in that program. Increase yield, decrease input costs, and gain valuable knowledge of production practices. You know, the decrease input costs, I feel, is going to play a major role. The research verification program is a valuable resource for our researchers. I mean, we're out there, the coordinators, day in and day out. You know, in some county throughout the state, you know, if something pops up, we're able to keep them notified, keep them in the loop of what's going on. Possibly, you know, we may need to look at some more research on this particular issue. You know, is it a fertility issue? You know, visiting with Trent, or is it an insect disease? I mean, we're out there. You know, these specialists can't be everywhere all the time, and they rely on us a lot. You know, because we're out there all the time, scattered here, there, and yonder, and we can relay a lot of information back to them. And with that kind of sums it up. I just want to, you know, thank the producers of Arkansas, you know, for our support. And it's, you know, like I said, provided through all the checkoff funds of the promotion boards and Cotton Incorporated. And with that, I'll try to answer any question anyone might have about the program. All right, well, thank you. I'll turn it over to Trent and Young.